this is the moment of truth. We're going to import the first animation and apply to this character, to Romero. So we are going to go to Mixamo. Right now we are in the characters tab. Let's click on animations. And I already found there are many animations, but we're going to do one where the character is going to be mostly idle and in agony. And the idea of this tutorial series, as you saw in the first episode, the introduction, there are like 3 main animations we're going to work with, which will showcase different things to consider when working with root motion. So let's search for one animation I already found. It's called Agony. And is this one. And there are some minor features you can pick before exporting the animation. For this one, we're gonna increase the arm space a little bit, like that. You know, you can do whatever you want. But this is how we're gonna do it for the tutorial. Okay, so let's download the animation and pay close attention to what we're gonna do here. We're gonna click, we're gonna click download, and the format FBX. For a skin, we're gonna download without skin. What does this mean? Well, we only care about animation data. We don't care about meshes and materials and so on, because we already got that when we downloaded the character. So only the motion. And I like to work with 60 frames per second animations. And keyframe reduction, we're going to say no. And download. And that's it. Now, after download, we're going to go now to Blender. And in Blender, we're going to open the animation that we downloaded. Okay, we're back in Blender. So, as I mentioned before, let's delete these unnecessary nodes that Blender always creates for us. And let's click Import. And here is the FBX we're looking for, called Agony, which we just downloaded. Let's click Import. And let's zoom in a little bit. So as usual, the animation is also facing Y- here from the point of view of Blender, and that's okay. We're gonna leave it like that. And let's play it just as is to get an idea what this is doing. Okay, that's what the animation is doing. Now the goal with Lumbermixalot is to create the root motion bone that is going to be placed here under feet. And let's do it. See how that looks like first with the default options. Once again, we're going to click on armature, and we're gonna, right now we don't care about FBX names and so on, because we're just gonna convert in memory. We're not gonna generate a file yet. So I'm gonna click convert, and look what happens. Now we added the root bone here, as expected, which we added this one with Lumbermixalot, and the rest as the other ones. So let's see what happens. Let's play again the animation. And notice that there is, even though for the most part the character is static in position, the root bone has some displacement. But eventually, once the animation is done, it comes back to the center. So in average, it stays in the same position. This is good enough. That means this is what you get with all of these default options here. Now, let's understand more. Let's go deeper into these motion extraction options. We said that when we hear in translation X, Y, and Z, it means we're gonna extract the complete world dimensions movement that are registered in the hip bone. We're gonna bring the X trans movement into the root bone. Similarly for Y and Z. So basically the root bone is absorbing all the translation.